Hi guys, what's going on, man? This is your boy DJ Just J, and I want to let you guys know that YouTube just approved us for channel memberships, and I'd like to thank you guys so much for your support. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna explain what channel membership means. And just so I can make this clear, all of the videos and content that you currently watch is going to remain free. So all of our news videos, reactions, interviews, in and out videos, and music will continue to be free, and I hope that you guys will continue to enjoy the content. So on top of that, we're going to offer content exclusively for our members for a small monthly contribution for those that want to join. There will be some really cool benefits like our new AFC badges, and it's going to give you an opportunity to stand out and show your pride for the children. Everybody enjoys the live chat on YouTube, and now we could offer more exclusive privileges to our members during the live shows. I don't know if you've bought any merch yet, or maybe you're just waiting on a discount. Well, we're making getting your AFC gear easier with member discounts. There are quite a few perks available and options. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope that you will become an AFC Advocates for Children member. And we'll see you guys on the next live show. Thanks. Let me also give a shout out to Princess X, who just donated by way of Cash App. And Princess, from my heart to yours, I always appreciate you. You know, not only for being a good person, but being a consistent person, man. And you guys know that loyalty is priceless. It really is. And Princess, I want to say thank you very much for doing what you do. Okay. Also, let me give a shout out to Nora's. And you guys make sure and check out Tradesy. That is Tradesy.com.
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbag, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us today on Tradesy.com at Nora's 915 or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.
All right, how many of you guys are ready to go ahead and get this stream and this story started? Because I am. Let's get it popping. When you guys come in, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up, share the stream, let other people know that we're live. We're going to be telling the story about an unnamed girl. I'm not going to put her name out there. I'm not going to put her photo out there. She is alive. She's doing okay, according to her parents. But you guys know that we have to protect the identities of the children. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on YouTube now where they're trying to do a little bit better when it comes to protecting children, and I'm totally with that. It may or may not have some ramifications for some of us as far as content creators going forward, but nonetheless, we can always try to scale back on it. But if it's in protection of the children, I'm all for it, okay? I'll just say that up front, right? But what we are here to do is to try to speak on these stories. And I believe that we're bringing light to stories that need the light, and you need to be able to see the criminals that are doing these bad things so people can know to avoid them. Hopefully everybody understands that message. Everybody understand what we do here at the AFC, right? Coppa, thank you. Brittany got it. Thank you. That's exactly what I was referring to. So hopefully they understand that what we're trying to do is support that message in our actions, in our channel. That's what the AFC stands for. Absolutely. Here we go. I want you guys to take a quick look at this picture. That picture that is our thumbnail looks like it might be 3 different people. Well, in all actuality, let's go back. Let's back this photo up just for a second. This photo is actually not 3 different people. This photo is of one man that looks 3 different ways. And I don't know if that's by design, but I will tell you guys this, that this is a very dangerous man to the community. And not only has he been accused and convicted of a very, very heinous act, but he also has a looming pending investigation. How about that? It's so funny how black people say that they don't want you to judge them on the surface. But it's so funny how people that look like us continue to keep doing heinous things, okay? Hashtag, when you date thugs, you date death. And I'm going to tell you guys, There have been women that have dated this man and potentially could have been harboring a criminal. And I'm going to point that out in this story. The guy that you see on my screen, his name is Larry R. Ward. He is 23 years old, out of Memphis, and he was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Now, I'm going to tell you guys about that prison sentence, okay? But he was sentenced to prison Friday after pleading guilty to hitting a young girl with his car. Yes, his actual vehicle. You're driving, swerve, and boom, hit a human being, let alone an 11-year-old girl. Do y'all understand that? I don't know, maybe some of y'all have never been hit with a vehicle before, but I'm just saying, I'm assuming that probably could do some major league damage to the human body. But I'm going to tell you guys, it gets a little bit worse. So for the people that are sensitive, I understand if you click off of this video, but we're going to talk about this thing in details because it's important. So you're going to hear some details that might disturb you. Not only did he hit her with a car, he got out of his car, grabbed this 11-year-old girl who was on her way to school, put her in his car, drove to a secluded location, and guess what he did? He raped an 11-year-old girl after that. Here's the story. Larry Ward, he faced up to 71 years for the crimes he was accused of. The 23-year-old, he was 20 at the time when this happened. The 23-year-old was charged with rape of a child, especially aggravated kidnapping and aggravated assault, because he abducted the girl once he ran her over with his car. Now, police said that the incident occurred around 7:30 a.m. on December the 5th of 2016. An 11-year-old girl was on her way to school, like most kids are at that time of morning, walking near W. Shelby Drive and Horn Lake Road when she was attacked while walking to Jeter Middle School. The girl told officers that a car hit her near the intersection of Delta Road and 12th Road. A man then got out of his car, forced her into his SUV, this idiot right here, drove off, and that's when he assaulted her after that. It's a crime that shook officers and residents alike to the core, and me also. There is a twist to this story that you guys will not see in the news. So I'm going to warn you guys, I'm going to give some information that only one news source was putting out, and it was early on. That's why I do my research. That's why people like to hear these stories coming from me, and this is why people like my commentary, because there is a good likelihood that you'll come to this channel and this stream and you'll hear something that the news is not telling you. They quote, "That broke my heart to imagine that innocent 11-year-old girl on her way to school was brutally attacked by anyone," MPD Director Mike Rawlings said. "I'm glad that we worked again to bring that family some closure." Police said that the little girl was walking alone, which also made her a possible target. Investigators say that Ward hit her with his vehicle, forced her into his car, then drove her to a nearby area and sexually assaulted this little girl that could not speak for herself and could not defend herself against this idiot right here who looks like three different criminals rolled into one ball of a nigga. Right? Three assholes rolled into one. The girl was released. Thank God. The girl was treated and released from the hospital for cuts and bruises. She was able to give a description of her assailant and his vehicle. That's why I always encourage people, if bad things happen, watch, look, record, pay attention. So that way that if you are able to make it to a point to give that information over to somebody else, then you can actually give a more accurate description of the criminal. Around 4 p.m. the same day, police found Ward on the 1000 block of West Range Drive, driving a similar vehicle with damage in the front because he hit the girl. Now, the girl's father said that she's been released from Labanhor Children's Hospital, and he said that at first she couldn't walk because of her injuries, because of being hit by the vehicle. God dog. But the biological father, and shout out if you are listening anywhere out there in the world, shout out to the biological father, and he said that she's walking now. So can we get a prayer hands up in the chat for that? If you don't have that prayer hands emoji, wait till somebody posts it. Click that copy button and paste it in the chat. Also, hit the thumbs up, share the stream. I want more people to hear about this story. I also want to give a shout out to Justique, because I do get your emails as well as other people's emails. You guys know that my email address is right here. It's thesotopodcast@gmail.com. If you're sending your stories anywhere else, don't send your stories anywhere except the Soto Podcast. Don't send them on Instagram. Don't send them on Facebook. Send them right here. This is the best place to get me those stories. Okay? Ward is no stranger to the flashing blue lights. In 2015, that dude right there was arrested for burglary of a building. So he's a thief also. Earlier that year, he was also arrested for driving while his license was suspended or revoked. Ward has another rape case that is pending. Want to make sure that y'all hear me clearly. He has another rape case that is pending. Okay, we don't have enough thumbs up, but that's okay. I'm asking for more people. Can we at least get 125 thumbs up for the people that are listening? Because a lot of people came in early and already clicked the thumbs up. Click that thumbs up. If you do it, I won't have to say it. My moderators always let me know where our thumbs up are. So please click that thumbs up if you're listening. I know a lot of people come in and say, hey, can you shout me out, Jay? I feel you, but I always ask for people to do something so simple. So thank you to everybody else that's already done it. He is a career criminal. Thank you, Patricia. Yes, he is a career criminal. Brittany also said, why do we protect these scumbags for the right to keep having sex? I agree. I'm going to tell you guys something that's very, very strange about this story. I believe that there is a woman that not only protected him, whether it was a girlfriend or whatever, baby mama, I don't know. But there are always women sleeping with these type of dudes that are doing heinous acts. And I believe that as society, as our women, and shout out to our women, because I know that we have some great women out there. Can we get a shout out from the great women that are actually out there? If you believe that you are a great woman and a great mother and a great person, shout yourselves out, because I know that our chat is filled with great people. We got a lot of people and men in our chat that are not like this dude. We got a lot of women in this chat that would not date a freaking thug like this. Would not give this type of dude the time of day ever. Shout out to you ladies. But I'm going to tell you guys something. He has a pending rape case of a 16-year-old girl who was attacked at gunpoint on her way to school in a nearby area of Westwood Park. That incident occurred of October of 2016. Both of those cases are being handled by the Assistant District Attorney, Devin Davis, of the DA's Special Victims Unit, or the SVU, which prosecutes cases of child sexual abuse and severe physical abuse of child victims, rape and aggravated rape of adult victims, and the abuse of elderly and vulnerable adults. The SUV reviews child victim cases with Shelby County's multi-agency child protection investigative team. That's a lot of words, and y'all know I tend to get tongue-tied. Even with Ward in custody, Rawling is asking parents to take extra steps to protect their children. Anytime, I encourage adults and young people to walk in groups. Walk in groups if they're going to and fro. Definitely pay attention to your surroundings, Rawlings also said. A man on his way to work stopped to talk to the little girl after the assault and said that the look on her face was heartbreaking. A man on his way to work was the one who saw the girl And he said the look on her face was heartbreaking. I see a girl on the corner crying, Cameron Pfeiffer said. Pfeiffer was on his way to work when he saw the young girl sitting by the corner with police officers in the background just minutes after the attack. Now, the reason I say that is because initially in the story, which bothers me a little bit, they gave some random woman credit for calling the police when it was actually a black man by the name of Cameron Pfeiffer who was the one who alerted police, which I think is strange. The reason I say that is because not only did they give some random woman credit for calling the police on him, but guess what? This dude, this criminal, actually had a woman in his car who was helping him participate in these heinous acts of rape. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did y'all just catch that? Let me break out my V8 Energy Plus drink real quick. Maybe y'all didn't hear what I just said. We about to step this up a little bit. Not only was a random woman given credit for calling the police, which she didn't, there was a woman in the car with him while he hit this girl and took her to go be raped. In my opinion, a rapist is a career rapist. You rape, that's what you do. This not only is the second incident that he's been accused of, but there's no telling how many other girls that this dude has probably raped, and the fact that he was with somebody else. Now, let me point something out. The guy Cameron Pfeiffer said, as I stopped to ask her what happened, the first thing she said was, "I just got raped," Pfeiffer said. She was like, "I was hit by a truck, a blue truck, and the guy proceeded to rape me." The girl told Pfeiffer she ran off the road while walking to the bus for school. She lives some blocks down and it's really far from the bus stop, Pfeiffer said. She was like, "I was hit by a truck and that's just mind-blowing." Let me skip forward just a little bit. A man, and this is coming from an early news report, and shout out to the news for putting this out. A man and a woman were in the car, police said. This is coming from an earlier news report because nobody has brought this up but me since then. A man and a woman were in the car, according to police. They were both detained by officers and police arrested the man, this guy, Larry R. Ward, when his physical description matched the clothing of the suspect wanted in the assault, according to the police. He remained in jail at the time and made his first court appearance on the charges. Now, police have not said if the woman in the vehicle with him will be charged. Do y'all need me to read that again? He was in jail, and the police said that they have not said if the woman in the vehicle will be charged that was with him. Hello, are y'all listening? AFC, where y'all at? They said that they have not made a decision to charge that woman. The question is why? If you are in the car, if you're the getaway driver and you go do a robbery and somebody ends up dead, do you know that everybody in the car can be charged with murder, even though it's usually only pertaining to men? You go commit a crime, you're the driver, usually all of the parties involved are charged. An 11-year-old girl was raped and 2 people were in the car when it happened. How is it that they're saying, maybe we should charge this grown woman, maybe not, but it happened to a child that will eventually grow up into being a woman who not only is tainted, but she might be traumatized behind what this man did that had a woman accompanying him. Anybody want to explain that? Anybody? Where's the logic in that? Matter of fact, they say if you record a crime and don't say anything, if you see a crime and don't say anything, you could be charged. Thank you. Brittany caught it. You're culpable. So how is it that this man can run over a child? You see it. You're with him. You know him. Probably watched it happen. And nothing happens? You're not charged at all? That happened in 2016. December of 2016. This is 2019 going into 2020. There are still no charges against the woman that they said was in the car with him. How? We're just going to skip that. He's already on a pending case for a previous rape charge. Plus, who knows how many times he's done this to girls, and maybe the girls are just scared to talk. Keep in mind, he had a gun on him. The woman that is accompanying him must know him and the fact that she probably knows his previous history. They give some random woman credit for reporting this crime, but the woman actually in the car isn't charged or she's not exposed. Her name has not been put out there. Her face has not been put out there for her role in committing crimes against girl children. With robbery, everybody gets charged, but not for rape? Really? So you mean to tell me that money means more than a human being does? We are the only place you will get this type of breakdown. That's why we're the AFC. Let's go ahead and give you guys the fair usage. Shout yourselves out in the chat, man, if y'all believe what we're talking about and what we stand for. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. If you guys want to say, well, where am I getting my information from? Google search the stories. They're out there. There weren't a lot of them. I went through maybe about 15 to 20 different news story links. You will find it. Look for the original stories. It's out there.
Thank you. Just into our newsroom tonight, a man who raped an 11-year-old girl while walking to school 3 years ago must spend 40 years behind bars. Larry Ward pleaded guilty last month to hitting the child with his car, abducting and raping her. This was back in 2016. Investigators say Ward attacked her before she got to Jeter Middle School and left the girl in a ditch. She was found hours later by an MLGW worker. He also has another rape case pending where a 16-year-old was attacked at gunpoint near Westwood Park.
Here's the next video.
New in a local crime alert tonight, a Memphis couple facing new charges after a 13-month-old child's suspicious death at a hotel.
Hold up, that's not the right one. I'll cut that out on the replay. That's not the right video. I'll cut that out. Here's the next video.
A young girl with his car, kidnapping, then raping her. As Fox 13's Amisha Ramsey reports, this was a crime that angered an entire community.
Want you guys to keep in mind that they were initially looking to charge him with 71 years and he only got 40 years and the family is pissed off. Here's the story.
And you see the innocence in her face. Can you tell she was still a baby?
That was the victim's mother back in 2016. She told our Jeremy Pierre then the attack happened on one of the only days the then 11-year-old walked to school. On Friday, this man, Larry Ward, was sentenced to 40 years in prison for hitting the little girl with a car, kidnapping her, and then raping her. According to prosecutors, back on December 5th, 2016, Ward saw the little girl walking to school near West Shelby Drive and Horn Lake Road. He hit her with his car, then he forced her inside. Prosecutors say he then drove her to a nearby area and raped her in his car. Ward faced 71 years for the crime, but instead took a deal. After the attack, we spoke to a witness who told us he found the girl scared, cold, and confused.
She's like, yeah, he hit me with his truck. And then, he's like, he proceeded to rape me. I guess he struck so much fear and it was so hard for her to speak. That was really the thing. She wasn't even like completing sentences.
After the victim was released from the hospital, police say she was able to give a good enough description for them to arrest Ward the same day.
Guys, catch that?
That was Fox 13's Amisha Ramsey reporting Ward's legal trouble is not over just yet. He also has another rape case pending, and this one.
30 at 10 a.m.
New at 6 tonight, a Southwest Memphis man who pled guilty to hitting a young girl with his car and then abducting and raping her has been sentenced. The Shelby County DA says that Larry Ward was given 40 years as his sentence. In December of 2016, an 11-year-old was on her way to get to her Jeter Middle School when she was hit and sexually assaulted. That's according to MPD. A witness found her crying on the side of the road at Delta and Manson and called police.
Let me ask you guys this. What do y'all think he should have been sentenced to? Do y'all think he should have got 71 years? Or do y'all think that he should have got the 40 years that he got? Because the parents are pissed. We're going to hear it from this particular news story. The parents are pissed. And I think that they should have definitely got him off the streets permanently. That means potentially by the time he's 50 or 60 years old, he could be right back out in the streets, raping all over again. What do y'all think about that? While you guys are watching, can y'all click that thumbs up for me? Let's try to get a few more people in the building before we wrap this thing up, okay? Again, click the thumbs up just to share the stream and show support for this channel and what we stand for. Should he be sentenced to the space program? Should he got life in prison? Some of y'all are saying the death penalty. Some of y'all are saying 71 years. What do y'all think should have happened? Here it is.
This is every parent's worst nightmare.
What 23-year-old Larry Ward is now convicted of will make your stomach turn. We were there back in 2016 after Ward hit an 11-year-old walking to Jeter Middle School with his SUV, forcing her inside, threatening to kill her, then raping her. The child found crying on the side of the road by a woman who called police. Ward pleaded guilty to the brutal crime, choosing a judge to decide his sentence. 3 witnesses testified at the sentencing hearing. The state believing overall Ward should serve 71 years in prison, consecutively for the various charges he was convicted of, while his attorney argued 35. Ultimately, Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell decided on 40 years, a number the victim's family did not want to hear.
I know I see a lot of y'all are saying life in prison or 71 years. I don't see anybody saying the 40 years. I totally feel you. And he just sits in this courtroom like he don't even give a crap. He's only 23 years old. And I can tell you guys, he's probably been doing this for a long time, but I've told you guys that maybe he didn't have a father in his life. He didn't see any value in himself. So therefore he don't see any value on anybody else. I told y'all this is where a lot of this spawns. It spawns from how you raise these boys.
Judge to decide his sentence. 3 witnesses testified at the sentencing hearing. The state believing overall Ward should serve 71 years in prison, consecutively for the various charges he was convicted of, while his attorney argued 35. Ultimately, Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell decided on 40 years, a number the victim's family did not want to hear.
They are not.
Keep in mind, yes, who called that out? Let me back it up. Yes, whoever said that, Katora Harris, I'm going to give you credit for that. Katora said it was a black judge who gave this black man who is a rapist, a serial rapist, less time than what was suggested by the prosecutors for doing some of the most heinous. You could even have said that running an 11-year-old over with a car is attempted murder. Is it not? How about the 16-year-old girl that he held a gun up to her in order to rape her? Right? I think, let me see, if he got another case, he probably could get another 40. Yes. But here's the catch, though. They might try to run those sentences like concurrently. That's the problem. I agree with what Senator said. She's saying that they might tack on an extra 40 years. But the problem is that if they do it, what they call, damn it, I just said the word, concurrent. If they run the sentences concurrently instead of consecutively, then he might not get any additional time than what he already has. So if they do 40 and 40, then they'll just do it like this, and all of the 40 will run concurrently as opposed to consecutively, which means they'll tack on extra time. Meaning he could still get out on good behavior in jail because you only got to do like 80% of your sentence? So 40 years, he could be getting out around 50 or 60 years old. And especially knowing how many of these people that they're letting out of jail early, they're just releasing a bunch of people who were in jail, who are institutionalized mentally. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be given a chance. I'm definitely not saying that. What I'm saying is that you have to remember the amount of people that are going right back out into the streets who have been institutionalized, who have not been given the proper training of how to behave and how to interact and how to work in society according to the laws that are on the books. Somebody said that he will be up for parole in 17 years. You got to think about that. All right, let's keep going.
Johnson Mitchell decided on 40 years, a number the victim's family did not want to hear.
They are not doing well. They left in tears. They're very distraught.
I'm really pleased of the outcome and that he didn't put the family through the heartache of a trial in a matter like this.
Following the judge's ruling, attorney Devin Dennis with the Shelby County District Attorney's Office reiterated Ward's criminal history, saying he's a danger to the community, also a liability in jail, where he's been written up 20 times. The judge responded the court heard no proof. There was no hesitation about committing the crime.
Let's listen at this again. I'm going to see if anybody catches what they just said. I know y'all about 30 seconds behind me. Let me rewind this. Let y'all hear this one more time.
Saying he's a danger to the community, also a liability in jail, where he's been written up 20 times. Liability in jail, where he's been written up 20 times.
Y'all hear that?
Also a liability in jail, where he's been written up 20 times.
What's going on, Chorus 15 and the rest of you guys? Did y'all hear this? He's a liability in jail. And how many times did they write him up while he was locked up?
Community. Also a liability in jail, where he's been written up 20 times.
So he don't even follow the rules in jail.
Danger to the community. Also a liability in jail, where he's been written up 20 times. The judge responded the court heard no proof. There was no hesitation about committing the crime, at which the risk to human life is high, saying she would not sentence him consecutively.
Given this.
Okay. Ooh, I was right. I was right. Listen at that again. Listen again.
Proof. There was no hesitation about committing the crime, at which the risk to human life is high, saying she would not sentence him consecutively.
Given this.
Not sentence him consecutively. Saying she would not sentence him consecutively.
Y'all heard that. So that means that his sentences will be concurrent. So I was right. Listen again.
Saying she would not sentence him consecutively. Saying she would not sentence him consecutively.
Y'all heard that, right?
Saying she would not sentence him consecutively.
So look that up. Consecutively, concurrent. Consecutive, concurrent.
Not sentence him consecutively.
Given this man's age, he is going to be getting out at age 63 and could still present a huge danger to the community.
Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
And that's if he does that full sentence, which more times than none, they don't. He'll be getting out a lot earlier than that. And they said that the judge said that she will not sentence him consecutively, meaning that if potentially that other set of charges comes down, if they run them concurrently instead of consecutively, then that means that the lines become blurred and that time runs all together. All of those charges run all together at one time. Did I say something that was inaccurate? Did I say something that was wrong? Or did I just say something that might have hurt your damn feelings? A lot of times I say things that just hurt people's feelings, but I'm not too concerned about what I say that hurts people's feelings. What I talk about in these stories and the stories that we present and the things that these children go through should always outweigh what we speak. I did a story on a little girl, I think her name was Zaya Middleton, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to tell you guys, because I'm pretty pissed off about it. I got harassed, emailed, and threatened by the biological father and the biological mother of a little girl who was put in the hands of her brother's girlfriend, who abused, murdered, starved a little bitty girl who could not speak for herself and could not defend herself. They're not mad at the person who did it. You're going to come for me, though? Seriously? You need to have a conversation with me about how I report the news. You need to be mad at me about how I spoke about a mother who gave up her child essentially at birth to a person who murdered and killed the kid. You're mad because I called those people bad names and I said disparaging things about these kind of people. Where does this bullshit end? Where do we start to get to the real root of the problem and understand that the criminals are the people that we should be going the hardest at? Not the people that are defending and advocating. Not the police. Not the journalist. Like, come on. Have you guys ever heard, don't kill the messenger? Have you guys ever seen that story, The Messenger? Really, really good story. All he was doing was just doing investigative journalism and reporting what was actually going on and calling out the things that he saw that were wrong. You remember that story? Am I serious? Yes, I am dead ass serious. Do y'all want me to show the email? Y'all want me to show the messages? I could. This ain't the first time I've been threatened. It's not the last time I'm going to get threatened. But anybody who follows me on Instagram knows that I go to the gun range consistently and faithfully. Not only am I a member, but I am a good shot from distance and up close. Hello? I can defend myself pretty good. I have a martial arts background. I can defend myself pretty well. I have an athletic background. I can defend myself pretty well. I'm not asking for sympathy from anybody. I'm just saying it's the mentality that's fucked up. That's it. The mentality is wrong. Where we have this directed anger in the United States of America nowadays, when you get mad at people like us for just standing on principle, for standing on truth and logic, and for just talking about things that actually matter. You want to kill us, and you talk about, well, it's the way that you said it. And let me give a shout out again to my brother, Tommy Sotomayor. This is the thing that he said. People tell him that he shouldn't say what he says and speak about people the way that he does. Say it nicer. Well, how far did that get Martin Luther King Jr.? He turned the other cheek. Did he not? Martin Luther King said it about as nice as you possibly can. Am I right or am I wrong? later on in life, Malcolm X said it about as nice and as sensible as you could possibly say it. And what happened to them? It's not about what you say. Excuse me, it's not about how you say it. It's more about what you say. And if you're speaking the truth, it seems like we're more willing to attack the truth than we are the actual problem. And in my opinion, that is going to be the demise of the United States of America until we can have more like-minded people that can see these things as a problem and call them out and speak honesty. The most powerful thing that you guys can do, you have more of a platform than you ever have. You can type in comment sections, you can leave your thoughts, your words, you can write letters, you can post videos, you can go live damn near on any freaking thing. You can go live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of this stuff. And think about what we use our platforms to do. I ask you guys, speak the truth. Listen to logic and don't argue facts. Present facts. Do your research, be diligent, and create a stable environment for your children. The foundation is the most important place that we can cause change to happen in the United States of America, okay? That's basically my resounding thought throughout all of my videos that I want you guys to hear. Thank you guys so much for supporting. This is your boy DJ Just J. We're the AFC, where we advocate for children first. All we can do is just hope that whenever he gets sentenced for the other rape, that they give it to him consecutively, but it sounds like they might not. I just hope that maybe he doesn't make it out of jail. All right, that's my thoughts from my heart to yours. Prayer hands up. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank y'all. Peace. Hi guys, what's going on, man? This is your boy DJ Just J, and I want to let you guys know that YouTube just approved us for channel memberships, and I'd like to thank you guys so much for your support. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna explain what channel membership means. And just so I can make this clear, all of the videos and content that you currently watch is going to remain free. So all of our news videos, reactions, interviews, in and out videos, and music will continue to be free, and I hope that you guys will continue to enjoy the content. So on top of that, we're going to offer content exclusively for our members for a small monthly contribution for those that want to join. There will be some really cool benefits like our new AFC badges, and it's going to give you an opportunity to stand out and show your pride for the children. Everybody enjoys the live chat on YouTube, and now we can offer more exclusive privileges to our members during the live shows. I don't know if you've bought any merch yet, or maybe you're just waiting on a discount. Well, we're making getting your AFC gear easier with member discounts. There are quite a few perks available and options. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope that you will become an AFC Advocates for Children member. And we'll see you guys on the next live show. Thanks. All right, man, I noticed you guys were saying some things in the chat. If we have some issues in the chat, let me know before I sign off, so that way we could talk about it and discuss it real quick before we completely shut down the show, okay? So if there were any issues, September, let me see, I'm not talking about the store, I'm talking about you too. Smart was comment to me. Okay, hopefully we don't have any issues in the chat. I guess you guys are all right. You know, y'all are all adults. And I appreciate the fact that my moderators know not to time out anybody. We can talk about this stuff. We can usually try to figure it out unless somebody's just outright trolling us, okay? So, but yeah, man, shout out to all of you guys, man. And again, don't forget to check out Tradesy.com. And we're about to get out of here, okay?
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbag, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us today on Tradesy.com at Nora's 915 or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.
Kelvin, if you missed the show, then you'll have to catch it on the, I turned that one up. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Kevin, if you missed the show, Kelvin Cox, then it'll be available for replay here in about the next 10 minutes, okay? So if you missed it, just go back and rewatch it, skip forward, I think about 10 minutes, and you should be able to hear the stream. Or if you don't want to hear my commentary, then just Google search the story by his name, Larry R. Ward, and it should come up. There's a ton of information on that story, okay?
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbag, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us today on Tradesy.com at Nora's 915 or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.
If y'all are ready for some new music, man, I want to give a shout out to Jazzy Nice. We got her album coming here soon. Shout out to my brother Kurt Dog. Jazzy Nice, Jazzynice. Let me pause that real quick. And again, this is Jazzy Nice, and we got her music coming. We got more tracks coming. Also, shout out to my brother Sonny Rose. I'm going to show y'all his video because he just came out with a video for a song he had out a while ago. And now he actually put out a visual, and his birthday had just passed. So shout out to my guy Sonny Rose. Shout out to Jazzy Nice. Shout out to my brother Kurt Dog, whose birthday is coming up this coming weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to drive down just to go kick it with my brother Kurt Dog. Me and him do this every year. Either for my birthday I come, he comes to me, or for his birthday I come down and do whatever it is that he wants to do. But shout out to my brother Kurt Dog. His birthday is coming this weekend, and we got more music coming, man. I love you guys, and thank you again to everybody who donated. Mom's Fur Babies, thank you for your donation. Thank you to the person who wants to remain anonymous for always donating. Thank you to Pink Okami. Thank you to Princess X. Thank you to Our Lives Matter. And thank you to Illicit Deeds. You guys have a great night. Peace.
Yeah. Jazzy. Nice. It's a love shot track. Hey. Boss bitch, and I've been about my paper. You don't like that, you ain't nothing but a hater. If I see it and I want it, I'ma go and get it. If he ain't up on my level, then I ain't fucking with it. Hey, boss bitch, and I've been about my paper. You don't like that, you ain't nothing but a hater. If I see it and I want it, I'ma go and get it. If he ain't up on my level, then I ain't fucking with it. Jazzy Nice, I buy my own ice. If I tell him how to do it, I ain't gotta say it twice.
For some reason, I couldn't see it until just now. I hope she's still listening, Bodacious J. Maybe I need to refresh my chat, but thank you. Said I love your show. I watch whenever I can, Bodacious J. Thank you for your super chat donation.
Every time I say something, what? Everybody listening. Bitches need mugging cause my chain steady glistening. Real boss bitch, and I get it from the dirt. You a little hood rat, I'm the boss with the work. Got the sauce and it's running from my head to my toes. They can hate me all they want, I ain't worried about them hoes. What they need to do is get in line and follow the plan. Don't you know you just a worker and your boss is my man? Now look, we ain't tripping on that weak shit. I'm a vegan, I ain't worried about no beef biz. Jazzy, boss bitch, and I've been about my paper. You don't like that, you ain't nothing but a hater. If I see it and I want it, I'ma go and get it. If he ain't up on my level, then I ain't fucking with it. Hey, boss bitch, and I've been about my paper. You don't like that, you ain't nothing but a hater. If I see it and I want it, I'ma go and get it. If he ain't up on my level, then I ain't fucking with it. I don't know why these hoes try to stop my chips. He don't want a red bone, he want a chocolate bitch. And my flow so sick, no hot toddy. You another broke bitch with a nice body. But I got my own money, own car, own crib. And you can't tell me nothing cause I get it how I live. And I stay fly with it and I'm looking good. Disrespect me? I wish a hater would. I'm a leader so I'm walking in my own route. I ain't gotta beg a man to get flown out. But you fucking with him hoping that he might spin. You ain't even that cute, you just light skin. Jazzy, boss bitch, and I've been about my paper. You don't like that, you ain't nothing but a hater. If I see it and I want it, I'ma go and get it. If he ain't up on my level, then I ain't fucking with it. Hey, boss bitch, and I've been about my paper. You don't like that, you ain't nothing but a hater. If I see it and I want it, I'ma go and get it. If he ain't up on my level, then I ain't fucking with it. Jazzy. Nice.
It's a love shot track.
Time we spent on this relationship don't mean much, so I'ma take my time to get my green up. Crazy in love like nothing else matters, but I don't give a fuck, cause there's a bitch that's better. You don't really care about the time we spent building love, so I don't really care about the way that you giving up. But why we always talk about the past, but you're the current one I have, and you the only one can push my buttons, but you push them and think nothing of it. Got me thinking, am I dreaming? Going through my phone while I'm sleeping. I know your mama didn't teach you this. Your mama know I'm trying to get us rich. I know your mama never called your daddy bitch. Trip. Girl, you crazy. You say you in love, but your love is lazy. Love you taking too much credit. Love, I need to make a debit, cause I don't care. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Yo, girls, all around the world. And I'm all around the world. Get it? Glass slipper couldn't fit it. You getting too comfortable, boo, you slipping. You think I ain't got options like Christmas stockings, you tripping. Asian women, Latin women, Puerto Rican, Dominican. And I'm not trying to throw this in your face or let them take your place, but love is not content or something that you give up on like racist. Put that peace pipe in your life and we exchanging fuck faces, and then you turn into that type and start to get kinda complacent. It's kinda mental what you do to me, and I know you've been so true to me, but I'm done with all that foolery. You and me can go together like peas in a pot. I be your J, you be my B, we make it pop. Or I can put all of your things in the box. And if I don't see no change, spread your wings, kick rocks. Yo, girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. Ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options.